Whether you visit our many historic sites, explore our thousands of acres of parks, launch a business, or study at one of our acclaimed universities, you'll agree Mercer County has it all. Mercer County, picture yourself here. Mercer County Executive Brian Hughes and the Board of Commissions are proud to sponsor the Mercer Buy Local Connection.
Presenting Mercer Buy Local Connection, the new show from CNJN, and presented by YourTownTube.com, Fit, Fab, and Well Tube, and StimulusBrand.
Welcome everyone to the Mercer Buy Local Connection. I am Gabi Johnson and I am here with Daisy Newson, and we have gone around the Mercer area. We went to Plainsboro, visit Towne Square, and stick around to learn all about it. We then went down all the way down to Trenton and visit the library there with lots of graphic arts, and we have a guest coming on our set talking with us about the pleasure to live in Mercer area. But first, let's see what Daisy have to share with us about the Mercer Buy Local Connection. What is it exactly?
So we're very excited. The Mercer Buy Local Connection is our way of highlighting vendors, businesses, arts festivals, things that Mercer County has to offer for the local community and for anyone who's watching as well. We invite everyone to tune in and see what we have to show for Mercer County.
Yes, and when we go out and about, we are discovering, and I am even learning all about the Mercer area because I'm coming out with you and discovering new thing, and you're like, oh, let's go there. And then what happened? We go to that restaurant, we buy something into that shop. Yes. But this show is sponsored by
the Mercer County Office of Economic Development, to encourage our viewers to participate and to visit our local community.
That is absolutely awesome, and thank you very much for our sponsor. Now, where did our first step take us?
So our first step took us to the Towne Square Adult Enrichment Center. They had a grand opening, and we were lucky enough to be a part of that exciting day. So we have something to show you.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Mercer Buy Local Connection. Daisy, where are we? This is so awesome.
Listen guys, today we're at the Towne Square Adult Enrichment Center in Princeton, and today we have Linda Panarella. She is the director of the center. And Linda, what was the inspiration in choosing Princeton for this location for you?
We felt that this was a centralized location and one where the need was probably great, with more of a senior community in the area and as well as in Monroe Township. And so we felt it was a good location.
We are here today with Kevin Herman. He is the founder of Towne Square Adult Enrichment Center. What was his inspiration to opening this center?
Well, inspiration in general to open Towne Square started a long time ago. I started my career in this as a certified nursing assistant, working in a rehab with a lot of different people, and specifically with people with Alzheimer's and dementia. And from there, I went to school to become a physical therapist. And then I owned and operated Senior Helpers, where I, again, spent a lot of time working with seniors. And then this was the next natural transition into helping seniors in a specialized way.
And I think that we have so much things right here to play with. Give us a little bit of playtime.
So we have incredible props and prompts. This is built like a town in the 1950s, 1960s. And the beauty of it is that we have reminiscence therapy that we do with our members. We find that the care for people living with Alzheimer's and dementia, the future of that care, actually starts in the past, believe it or not. So we do reminiscence therapy so that our members who still have those long-term memories fully intact can be able to engage. And we use things like our 1959 Ford Thunderbird parked right inside here to be able to do that. Our members can get inside, they gather around it, they talk about the first time they might have taken a driving lesson and who taught them, and it's a great adventure for them.
We're going for a ride?
Absolutely. I'm a car lover. I'm in.
Do they need to join?
We do call our participants members, and they join just by a day. They can sign up for a minimum of 2 days a week and up to 5 days a week. We're open Monday through Friday.
How does this center differentiates itself from other centers that are around?
I think the center itself, if you look around, it's very different inside. It has a lot of different individual rooms where we can provide alternate programming at the same time at different levels. So I think that's the most specific thing. So we can have independent members, we can have people who are living with Alzheimer's and dementia, and we can help apply programming at the same time at different levels. And I think that's the biggest difference.
What are your hours here? How would someone know what your hours of operation are, and how would it be for someone to come and spend the day here?
We are open 9 to 5. If we do need to flex those times, we can as well. And you can spend the full day here, you can spend a half day here. It's really what the member would like to do.
How is your community involvement going to be moving forward?
We're going to do some events with the hospital and local businesses on campus, and just really get involved in however we can to support the community.
Was there a key element that made you choose this location specific?
Well, when we were looking for another location, this was an existing building that never opened, and we found it, and I thought it would be perfect given the space and the location. It's very accessible. There are a lot of seniors around here that need socialization, just need to get out, maybe have fun and, play cards or sing a song or play an instrument that they haven't picked up in a while. And they can use our various centers like, our music room and things like that. So there's a lot of need in this area for what we are providing.
That is great. This is a great service that is being provided to the community. We invite everyone to come and visit. It's a beautiful center, and it's a lot of fun, so we're going to have a good time.
I didn't know you could knit.
The TV doesn't work.
I have a lot of secrets I try to hide. It's very good. It all matches here today.
I know.
It's like it's made for me. It's been fun trying to
I'm going to be leaving you here.
Don't leave me.
Daisy, I didn't know you could knit.
I know. This is like a very therapeutic thing to do. Is just sit there and knit and make hats and scarves. And I'm making you a whole new outfit, so you are going to be very surprised.
That is very cool. My grandmother used to knit all the time, and I was always fascinating into watching those little things going around. You know, it's pretty cool. Absolutely, but more. What I find it in Towne Square in Plainsboro was really that space was extraordinary in question of all the activities that they were offering. Exactly. Meaning you, from your past experience, and you really hold that space of adult care. Mm-hmm. What is your feedback?
Yeah, so having been in the senior community for a while, it's really important to have these safe spaces for folks that are struggling, with their daily activities. A lot of folks are living with their families and they don't have so much to do, and sometimes families have to work outside the house. So it's great to have a place such as Towne Square, so where it's safe, they can bring someone, they can bring a loved one to spend the day, and also they have activities that are geared towards the folks depending on what they're struggling with. So just different activities like knitting that we saw. There's games. There's just so much, that is available. And the people there are very caring. I thought the team was great.
The team was awesome. And what I like the most about it is that really, first I didn't know what the center was all about till I arrived there. And suddenly I really realized, this is a place for a day that I can bring my mom, my aunt, or my loved one here and be taken care and have them play all day, right?
Exactly.
Well, I can go and visit the surrounding town, or even go do all my shopping, or even go do my exercise.
Exactly, because you're in a very central area, and there's a lot around Plainsboro. There are some restaurants, there are fitness centers. There's just a lot of things to do.
That is great. You know, just nearby the Plainsboro Plaza, have you ever visited that Asian food market?
Yes, I have. Yes.
That is a place where you can find spice and everything, and then you can zip all the way down and go to Princeton and have like you know, a stop in Princeton and do a little bit of shopping into the town.
Exactly. The towns are very close to each other,
Very
so
close.
transitioning from one to the other is very easy.
Right.
You know, you just jump on Route 1 and you're right there. So yeah.
And then you can go to Forest Hill Village and have perhaps a little lunch or dinner there, right?
Yes, so 3 great stops where you can do your shop. You can work out, you can have lunch, you can do some shopping, and your loved one is well looked over. So.
Yeah, absolutely. This was awesome. I really appreciated the drive we took into that car at Towne Square.
The car was great. So the way that the center is put together, it
Yes.
has all these decades that,
Right.
you know, the 40s, the 50s. So these are decades that were very dear to the seniors.
Yes.
And it brings them some great memories. And I love that car. That car was awesome.
That car was awesome. All right, so where are we going next?
Now we have some great marketing tips from Tom from StimulusBrand.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom McManimon from StimulusBrand. Next time you're networking, remember this. You have a brief moment, sometimes seconds, to tell your story. It's in how you tell your stories that make them memorable or not. Storytelling is your opportunity to project your passions, your opportunity to take people to a new place that is as visceral and visual, emotional and unexpected as you choose to make it. When you connect others to your passion through things like the highs and lows of your voice, your vocabulary, posture, humor, or a smile, and even your dress, you become more memorable and effective. Still, knowing your audience is everything. This helps make your story relevant. So we learn conversation icebreakers, make introductions, and say each other's name. And we rub elbows time and time again to learn the latest and greatest. When meeting with others, first listen. And when you speak, don't speak so much of what you do as much as how you benefit others. Get to know them, what their needs are, what moves them, and you'll be able to respond in terms that are meaningful to them. Speak more of what you can do for them or cite case stories where you've helped others. Do this well, and your stories could lead to bestsellers.
Looking for something fun to do? How about spending the day outside with the family? Or a romantic date with wine? What about lunch with a view? Feed your adventurous appetite with all that Mercer County has to offer. Come visit us again soon. We've missed you. Mercer County is open for business.
The Princeton Mercer Buy Local Connection,
It's powerful.
a program dedicated to helping our businesses and our local economy be strong and stay strong, where every week every member shares each other's video content. The Buy Local Connection, it's powerful business leaders helping each other thrive and prosper. The Princeton Mercer Buy Local Connection, it's powerful.
It's powerful.
It's powerful.
Buy Local Connection, it's powerful.
Welcome. We are so pleased to have Susan Hughes with us today. Please introduce yourself.
I'm so excited to be here, Daisy and Gabi. Thank you for inviting me. I am Susan Hughes with Callaway, Henderson, Sotheby's International Realty right here in Princeton.
That is great. And you have a special hashtag who is?
Hashtag love where you live.
Love that. Tell us more about that.
It's about who we are. It's about where we are. It's about being here in central Mercer County, which is, in my opinion, the hub of the world, and proof that Central Jersey does exist.
Absolutely. Susan, do you live locally then?
I do. I moved here when I was 2. I technically call myself a lifelong resident. I think that's okay.
It is okay.
I grew up here in Princeton, moved over to Hopewell to raise my kids, and moved back to Princeton when my kids moved away. So I've always been in just about a 10-mile radius.
That is great. Now, the economical impact of real estate today. Take us a little bit down that road.
The economical impact, people still want to be here. They want to be in Mercer County. They want to be in Princeton. They want to be in Hopewell. We offer so much diversity here. You can be a first-time home buyer and buy a little bit of a condominium. You can be a family makeup of generations and still live here in this area. People are still flocking here. They still love to be here, and it's affordable at all price points.
And that is true.
Absolutely. So, as you mentioned, people of all different walks of life. So if there's someone is downsizing or if it's a growing family, you feel that this Mercer County has a lot to offer for all those different types of situations?
Oh, absolutely. If you're downsizing and you want a different type of lifestyle, you want to, be in a downtown in Princeton and Hopewell and Pennington where you can walk everywhere. If you've got an extended family or multi-generations, we still have the farms where you can live on a farm, or you can live in a community with just, an acre. You've got a little bit of...
a farm, yes. Yes.
On a farm.
There's still
like
our local
Brick
farms.
Farm. Have you ever gone to Brick Farm?
Oh, Brick Farm Market, Brick Farm Tavern.
Yes.
Which one? I've been to them all. It's
I
great. Talk
love
about
it.
local. They both grew up here too.
Right. So talking about farm and talking about restaurant, what is your favorite place?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I kind of thought you were going to ask this. It truly depends on my mood. If I just want something quick, I'm in the middle of Hopewell Borough, it will be Brick Farm Market.
Yes.
If I am, celebrating a special anniversary or just a special dinner out, I love Witherspoon Grill. Nassau Street Seafood is the freshest seafood around. A cold beer and a good burger. There's just so many options, and I was like, I'm going to have to narrow it down to one.
And after all this eating, we have so many parks in our area also, right? The outdoor spaces are just so pretty. Do you have any special parks in the area that you really like to go and people can see you over there?
From spring through fall, I start most of my days with a walk in Mercer County Park. I walk around the lake, down by the boathouse.
That's a great, great trail.
They
right
also
there.
have like music and concert, right? And they have also that rowing thing, right?
Right.
Carnegie Lake Rowing Association,
Yes.
where a lot of Olympic rowers come to train.
Yes.
But there's also accessibility to everybody.
Right.
I'm learning that there's a swim to row program, which I just heard about, which sounds really exciting.
Very cool.
So that's very cool. Rosedale Lake, of course, is great. They've got the dog park there. If anybody wants a dog park, it's nice to go there.
Right, which is also makes a lot, very family friendly as well with your pets and your children. That's great. There's so many festivals. Are there any festivals that you love that are, right now happening around our area?
Well, we just had, the Arts Council of Princeton just had Porch Fest over the weekend. That was so cool. There was 11 porches, and there were bands playing all day long.
Yes.
It was such a community event.
We were down there.
That was a great event.
Great
It was
event.
very fun.
Exciting, yes.
Very cool.
I was at the Princeton First Aid and Rescue Squad, and the band that played there is a band of local doctors, which was super
really?
cool. They're all at the medical center. And then Pennington, Pennington still has their Pennington Day, and Hopewell has the Hopewell Harvest Fair.
That's
so pretty much from spring to fall, there's always a local community has a local street fair, a local community event. And then the park's got stuff all summer long.
So do we attract really the younger people to live in Mercer County?
We attract everybody.
Everybody.
From all price points. I'm noticing, a lot of kids are growing up here.
Right.
They're taking their careers to New York City or to Philadelphia or even to Los Angeles. They're coming home to raise their children.
Right. So they're coming back.
They're coming back.
They
to the
come
nest.
back to the nest.
To give their children what they had.
Right. Well, what happened, because it's not a lot of nightclub, it's not a lot of thing like in New York City. You really have a nightlife. Do we have this around Mercer area?
We have definitely social venues, social activities, social things to do. We don't have nat clubs that are open till 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think our area is
but
more of a cultural side, with the museums, as you agree, and
Yeah.
right, displays of art throughout town, which we do have a lot of.
Yeah, the Princeton University Art Museum is amazing. So you've
Right.
got that, and then the Howell Living History Farm in Hopewell Township that was dedicated to Mercer County many years ago by the Howell family, with the agreement that it stay as a working farm as it would have in its day, which I think was the early 1900s. I'm not sure about that.
Yes, any historical site in the area, like Princeton is really rich in history and all those kind of things, but you have been here for so long, and we know Princeton, by example, have expanded. What was the place, do you have a place that you miss because of the expansion?
That's really interesting question, because yes, I certainly have places that I miss. I miss the old Playhouse Theater in Princeton, which was an old movie theater. But Mediterra is there now. So it's not like it's a bad thing that replaced it.
Right.
You got something good to replace something
exactly.
else, right? It's
I
just
mean,
a
for all the
change.
things that left, there are so many coming in. But Princeton is still, and most of our surrounding communities are still very locally owned, which is what's important to me.
Right.
We have the local owned shops next to a Starbucks, which they're fewer and far between the corporate, but we still have the local. But speaking of history, one thing that I tell everybody that you have to do is you have to go watch George Washington cross the Delaware on Christmas Day.
Oh, yes.
That's like, you have to see that. It just gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling. So much happened here.
Yes.
And we really are on hallowed grounds, and
Yes.
so much came before us and so much will be after us. But
Yes, that is the truth. I saw it many times, and it is each time you discover even one more thing, and it is a great event. Hashtag love where you live. Tell us hashtag love where you live in Hopewell.
as far as
Your personal take.
Oh, my personal take.
Yes.
I love where you live in Hopewell. Wow. All right, so Hopewell Valley is made up of Hopewell Borough, Pennington Borough, and Hopewell Township.
Right.
So can I give you 3 answers?
Sure, I think that's fair. Let's go with that.
So Hopewell, Washington Crossing State Park, which
Okay.
I love.
Okay.
You can just go hiking. You can get lost. I would take my kids there for bike rides all the time. Sometimes when I would just have too much going on in my head, I would just go and walk and get lost. Hopewell Borough, I already mentioned, was probably Brick Farm Market. I love the organic. I love that everything there is produced as locally as possible. I also love that, the owners grew up here. So,
That is
they moved to
funny.
New York and came back and stayed.
I did not know that about the
McConaughey's.
Callaway's. Yes, I knew that they were coming from New York, but didn't know that they were coming from
locals.
there.
They grew up here, yeah.
First.
And they went to New York and
very
came
Came
good.
back, yes.
Very
I
good.
love that that's local.
Yeah.
Let's see, Pennington Borough. There's a really neat little woman's dress store there called Poppy. Poppy
Ooh.
Boutique.
Oh, good. We were going to go shopping.
Yes.
Yes.
Pop in there, and then of course the front porch.
So the front
you
porch.
can't beat the front
Right,
porch.
right.
Everything you need is there.
Really? Like what?
I just got my daughter's wedding invitations there.
Right.
She needed stationery for her
Right.
thank you notes. I just got her stationery there. I went in to get those little glass things that you put on candles so that wax doesn't drip? You can't find them? I found them there.
Right.
So unusual gifts and unique gifts.
For the person that's hard to shop for, absolutely.
Right. Is there like a shop too, like called Hen Well Made or something like that? No.
Handmade in Hopewell,
Yeah,
I think.
right.
I think that's a festival. They're going to do a street fair in a couple
They are
weeks.
going to be doing a street
right?
fair in a couple of weeks. Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's for that area.
Hashtag love where you live, Princeton.
Princeton, that's right.
Where do you like?
There's so many, just like Susan, it's hard to choose one in the area, but there's just so many places to walk outside, and to go dine, and you can dine inside or outside. The restaurants are wonderful. Princeton is just great. It's hard to choose one. I would
If you go shopping, where do you go shopping?
Well, I love downtown Princeton. There's some great boutiques in Princeton, and they all have very unique gifts, which is something that you always shop for, especially for the folks that I usually shop for. They're very difficult to shop for, so it's really great to have.
That's true.
To have stores like that. So yes,
So my
absolutely.
hashtag love where you live Lawrenceville.
Oh.
Oh, I see. And what's the one spot?
Ginger Peach.
Oh,
Of course.
gosh, yes.
Right?
Of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Got to get that French bread from there.
That's right. That's right. She
Yes.
has those great muffins too.
Yes, very
And right around the
good.
corner, if you're gluten-free,
Yes,
Wildflower.
The
right.
wildflower. The
And then, of course,
wildflower.
Chambers Walk for dinner.
Yes, indeed. Do you ever venture down to Trenton?
I don't.
Ah.
I wish I did. I know that there's a lot down there that I haven't explored.
Yes.
And, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that.
That's all right.
Yes,
I'm
there
always...
are some few new businesses that are coming up, and we will be
Yes.
highlighting them here in our show.
That's
I'm
great.
very excited about that.
and
So
we
I-
went to the library.
We went to the library, the Trenton Free Library, which was a great place. It has this beautiful children's center where they have this giant tree. It's so nice. And
Oh,
kids
that's
get
really
to
cool.
learn and read. Yes. So it's
There's some
really good
great
stuff.
things happening down there,
Yes.
which is very exciting.
I think that is absolutely an area that more and more we go, it's going to be revived, and is like you also has Arleys that is in Princeton, is
Yes.
also in Trenton, and we're going to see that happening.
That
I think
growth.
more that growth happening,
Absolutely.
absolutely more.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So the next time we'll meet at a place in Trenton
I would love
for
that.
dinner, Susan.
Sounds great.
All right.
Sounds
it's a
great.
date.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
in.
great.
I'm in.
All right. You better bet your research.
I'll eat anything,
Perfect.
especially if it's locally owned.
Perfect.
That is right. Any last words you would like to share with us?
I just, I love being in Mercer County. Like, I love living here. Like I said, I do call myself a lifelong resident. Disclosure, I moved here when I was 2. But we came here because of the proximity between New York and Philadelphia.
Right.
I mean, I can hop on a train, hop on a car, and in a car and be anywhere within an hour. And the beaches, we can be down to the Jersey Shore. I just can't imagine living anywhere else.
Nothing offers you what we have in Mercer County. It truly caters to everyone, and everything is just so close by that, it just doesn't, if you really compare apples to apples, it is just worth it.
We have people flocking here for the schools.
Yes.
For either the public
True.
schools, the private schools, and we have
Right.
many opportunities for children who live differently here.
Yes.
People
Yeah.
are coming from all over the
Education.
country specifically for our schools.
Exactly.
What I'm interesting to know is like, because you go to Florida or places like this where they really recreate like little towns, especially for when you're a little bit older or something like that, where you have your restaurants,
Yes,
you
the
have your
community
shopping, the
lifestyle.
community. Do you see this happening into Mercer area in the future, or perhaps it's already existing?
Well, don't we have that in Princeton?
Yeah,
Right.
well,
I mean, is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about like in Robbinsville where they have the town center?
oh, there you go.
So in Robbinsville, there's the town center where
Okay,
the first
yes.
floor is all retail. There's a great
Oh.
pizza place there. There's a great sushi place there.
Yes, and then
great
everyone
Italian
is-
market. And then they live up,
Really?
It's a mixture of retail and
I
residential.
don't know that place. Do you know that place?
We need to go there next.
We are
Oh,
going
Di
there.
Clementi Market or Di
Oh.
Lorenzo's Pizza. Di Lorenzo's Pizza started back in Chambersburg in the
Oh
day.
my God, their pizza is
Robbinsville?
divine. Yes, the Brooklyn pie.
Oh yeah. So that's the
delicious.
town center feel I think you're talking about.
Yeah, yes, that is the town. Yeah, absolutely. Now I know where it is. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's great. Any last word? We're running out of time.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Yes.
I love where I live. I love what I do, and I choose to be here.
Okay.
So
That is awesome. So
Pleasure having you. And
thank
we're
you
on
so
for
much.
dinner.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to
I
put it on
can't
my
wait.
calendar.
Sounds
that is
great.
right. And if you have any real estate needs, then contact Susan Hughes. Do you want to give your handle? How to contact you, maybe Lincoln?
Susan Hughes, Callaway, Henderson, Sotheby's International Realty, 609-213-5556.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for watching.
And thank you to Homestead of Princeton for a beautiful set today.
And stay local.
Buy local.
And we invite you to join our social media platform as well as visiting cngn.org. Thank you for watching. See you next time.